Good morning, everyone. This is Sheila. Welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're all safe and healthy and having a wonderful Sunday. It's early in the morning, and I just finished up this journal, and this one I call Valentine Romance Writing Journal, because there's a lot of room in here for writing. This is actually one of my kits that I just created recently, and I'll list it below. It will be available in my shop. And then this journal also, by the end of today, should be listed in my shop as well. I put it together like a travel notebook. The inserts, there's 3 of them, and they are removable if you untie the ribbons here. The cover, I used some leather fabric that I had left over from a purse that I had purchased. This measures, let's see, I didn't even measure it. I'm so good at that, not measuring before I start the video. So it's about 4 inches by 7.5, and it's a chunky. She's chunky. It's about like 1.5 inches, almost 1.5 inches wide because of how chunky it is. There's 3 signatures, and I believe I used I think it was 5 pages in each, I believe. I can't remember, but anyway, I will make sure all the details are in the description below. Okay, so like I said, I used my Valentine DigiKit that's in my shop, and I'll list that below. And let's see, what else did I use in here? I don't think I used anything else, you know, like parts from another kit or anything, but if I come across it as I flip through, I will let you know. Okay, so it's kind of a soft cover. It's, you know, and I did a lot of sewing on this journal, and I added a lot of lace, which I'm trying to get into that because that seems, to me, it seems like people like the stitching and the lace and things, and I'm trying to do more journals like that. So, yeah. Okay, so I have it tied up with this piece of, it's like sari silk. I just tore a piece off and tied a knot. Just used that as a closure. I have different charms hanging from the lace. There's hearts. This one says made with love. This one has a heart on the front, and then on the back it says love. And then here's just another little, there's 2 vintage hearts on here. There's this one, and then there's this one. This actually came from an old earring. And then what else do I have here? I have like a heart. It's like a lock. Whoops, my fingers do not work, if you can see that. And there's like 3 different types of lace that I coffee dyed. Yeah. So on the front cover here, I have a piece of this burlap heart and this beautiful heart material here that someone just gifted me. And I put it aside. I said, oh, I'm putting that in my journal. So I actually covered up the middle part here because it says love heart and something, I can't even remember, but I covered it up because I wanted to use these 2 pieces. And then I have this little charm here that says love, and I added some heart gems, and I did some stitching on the spine as well. And then I used this ribbon, which I think I got the ribbon at Michael's, and it comes in a big thing like this with the 3 colors. Okay, so let's go inside. And then she is chunky. So on the front and back cover, I actually sewed on a piece of this fabric that came, not fabric, I don't think it's fabric, but it came from one of those sample books for like wallpaper. Yeah, so I stitched on that. I added some burlap. I added this nice little doily, paper doily that someone had gifted me recently. That material back there is from someone who gifted me, and her name is on Facebook, Mimi Riker. I think that it's Mimi Susan Riker. I think that's the right name. But I'll list her Facebook page down below because she does some beautiful work. And she just gifted me some items recently. And then there's this pink, like, eyelash trimmy stuff there. This flower I actually pulled off a tag. And then there's a sticker heart. And then I have a couple of tags. This tag actually someone gifted me. So it's a shaker. I think it's so cute. This is ATC that I received in a swap. See, I like to reuse my things because otherwise they just lay in my boxes and no one gets to see them. Here's an image that I found online. I cut around the edges with my decorative scissors and inked it and left the back blank for some journaling. Now let's see if I can get this back in the pocket without it. And I also lined the inside with some material. I actually enjoyed doing the sewing. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy the sewing part, but I actually really started getting into it as I was going along. So I'm probably gonna do more in the future. Here's a beautiful image that I found. I tried to look for some couples. Now each page I sewed around the edges. Some pages have lace, some don't. And then on the corners, on some page, well, mostly every page has a little something down the bottom. Like I did a little collages here and there. Here I took a piece of this beautiful lace trim that someone had gifted me a long time ago, I think last year, and I made a little pocket, and I just added a flower and some thread and this lovely heart. And then inside, oops, I didn't know that was going to happen, I made this tag. I love that. This is a feather. This is actually a real feather from a chicken that someone had sent me. And then I just put this little heart charm. And then here I just had an extra piece of my paper that I didn't use, so I just folded it up. And just an extra thing for journaling. And if I can get that back in there, it'd be great. Okay. Did just a little collage in on here. I love that image. Here's a tag that I made. See, I tried to do a lot of sewing. And some pages, I didn't mention it, some pages have lines, so it's easier to write. I really love how this came out. I mean, I had so much fun working with this journal. A few months ago, I lost my, mojo for journals. I just couldn't do them. Now I'm getting back into them. But I wasn't feeling good either, so that has a lot to do with it. I was having a lot of trouble with my shoulder and things like that. But now that it's getting better, I feel a little better. Look at this couple. I just love it. Now, this little envelope I created myself. I bought these stamps, and I will try to list them, the shop where I got these. They're from Amazon, and I think there's like 12 different ones, and they come with the stamp, and then they each one have a little pad of paper. So that's where I stamped this. I made the envelope, and then inside I put like a little love note, and one of those, I backed one of those pieces of paper for extra journalings, and then I used this stamp also. But I thought that was a cute idea. And then I just attached it to the top. And this is a Tim Holtz clip, and I just added some piece of scrap paper and a hot jam. I can't even talk. Here, I took a little glassine bag that someone gifted me. I decorated it, added some lace down below. And then I just took these, made these tags up. Oops. I love that little heart. I have no clue where that came from. I get so many things from people that I forget where I get things. Unless I write things down. I love that die cut key. The little material back there, and then the heart. Little heart sticker there. Here's a little booklet I made with a picture. You know how, I forgot what they're called, but you know how they have those little picture folders, they're vintage. Here I added some corners here, and I love that picture. And a little spot for journaling. So this is all, I didn't do anything except ink along the edges because I used my ruler to tear the edges, but the paper is this color printed. I just used this typewriting paper. I can't even remember where I got it, but I think I got it at a flea market or something, a big wad of it. And the image of the background really came out nice. So it looks like I coffee dyed it, but I actually didn't. That's how it printed with my coffee dyed paper kit. So it's really nice. The paper was an off-white, so that makes it a little more vintagey. So a little love paper clip. I have no clue where I got that. Here I made this little cute little booklet. I did some sewing. I saw a few people, they stamped the material, so I tried it out using my stamps and stamping on the material. Okay, whoops, my pocket got stuck. I hate when the glue gets stuck, but I made a little tuck spot. I'm not going to take everything out, but there's a few things inside the pocket, and then just a couple pieces of paper which I sewed all around the edges. I left some of the strings hanging. Isn't that cute? I gotta do that more often. I think that's really cute. This image I found, isn't he the couple? I love that. I stamped here and there. Here's another, I put a stamp on this piece of material. So there's a few images, but I left a lot of area for writing. Now this half a heart here is actually note paper, and I always forget to add this when I'm doing a Valentine journal. But I bought this at, like, say, Barnes and Nobles a long time ago. And it comes in a glass hot holder, and I have it on my desk in the other room. But that's what this is here. And a little flower, and I made a little tab. I think this is the only tab that I added. This is a one of those magnetic clips. I just added it because it said love. And the journal pretty much lays flat. I mean, it's kind of chunky, but it does pretty much lay flat. Here's another little envelope. I didn't make this envelope, but I inked it up. I found a couple of vintage letters, love letters. I have no clue what it really says. And then I just put this little corrugated heart in there. And I put just a stamp up in the corner. See, I started not going too crazy with the decorating because it started getting chunky. Here's another little collage piece I did. Come on. I saw Mrs. Coggs. I saw her start doing this a long time ago, and I just started doing it myself. Just making a little, what do you call it, curly thing at the end of the paper clip. Makes it look so much better. Another little, tried to find some lovely couples that looked happy together. Here I made like little bows with some scrap material. Dancing couple. Now, these are vintage photos, but I actually lightened them up in my program that I make I use Publisher. I believe it's Publisher to do my kits. Here, I made a little tuck spot. This was an envelope that someone made me, and I just turned it into a tuck spot. And I did a little collage and inked up a couple of journal cards and just tucked those in there. This is another cute tag. I love how that came out. Another one of those Tim Holtz clips that I just did a little collage on. So you can see I have plenty of room for writing or adding photos. It's gonna come out. Did you get stuck on me? Oh, I know what it is. I forgot. Here's another one of those little photo things. Room for writing. Where did that long string come from? It's driving me crazy. I should have taken pictures of my room before I cleaned it this morning. Holy moly. I make such a disaster. Good thing I have a room now because it was a disaster. I had everything pulled out to make this journal. It's crazy. Oh my God. Someone sent me this tag here. And what I did was I just added this on behind it so for journaling, but someone made me this tag. I love to reuse my stuff I receive. Look at that little mason jar, isn't that cute? And then here's the pocket in the back. I did the same just about the same, right? Yeah. And then another little lovely couple. Thinking of you. Alright. And that's that. I didn't do anything to the back. You can see it's chunky. I just love how this came out. So, yeah, it was really a lot of fun working with this one. Okay, so let me know below what you think of the journal. If you have any comments or questions, I always love to read your comments and your suggestions and things like that. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. Like this video. If you like, you can share this video. I will have the links below for my kit, also this journal, and who would I mention? Mimi Riker, her Facebook group too. I will try to link below if I remember. I hope I remember. Yeah, so I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday. Here it's going to be a lousy day. It's going to rain. We might get some ice. So yeah, I won't be going anywhere today. I'll be staying nice and warm. Have the fire going. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. But I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I try to look at my comments at least a few times a day, because I like to answer any questions as soon as I see them. So you all have a wonderful day. Stay healthy. I hope you all stay healthy and safe, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.